So, Jamie, you said, come and see me in the morning. I've got some news. What's happening?
Yeah, I've been medically advised to stop race riding.
You had this fall at Lingfield.
Yeah.
What has happened since then that has made this?
Well, obviously, I broke my neck, which that wasn't the problem, really. I was knocked out again for over 4 minutes, and that was the third time that happened in 8 months. Initially, I thought straight away was like them 3 falls have knocked me out for over 4 minutes. 2 have broke my nose, 1 kicked my teeth out. So they've all been proper smashes. I thought they had knocked out Mike Tyson, but as time's gone on, I thought, well, I've had my nose broken before and had my teeth kicked out before, and I wasn't knocked out for that long. And now, the last one, it's the doctors. They had an MRI scan on my brain. And there was, like I said, there's a scattering of brain bleeds, which it sounds dramatic and that, but the specialist who I saw, he said, I see a lot of rugby players, a lot of footballers, and a lot of boxers, and your brain isn't like any of theirs. I thought, well, that's good. He says it looks like a car crash victim. So I thought, well, he said, no, it's best now to quit while you're ahead, like, so. And then I've broken my back twice, my neck once. I'm still lucky enough to be walking, so I don't know if I've been unlucky or lucky, so I'm probably lucky, really. It's
funny, because I know, you talk about it to me now as if, OK, that's fine, like, just move on. But I know that won't have been how you will have felt when you either walked out of your doc's room or whatever. How did you feel when you left the doc?
Yeah, I mean, to be honest, when I came round in Brighton Hospital and the neck was broken, I thought then this could be it, like, and then there were stages when I was thinking, I can get back, but yeah, it was a hammer blow. Like, I still wanted more to achieve. I still think I was plenty strong enough. I mean, the day after I had the neck brace off, I was in here riding out straight away. There wasn't any, it was just kick on as normal. But yeah, I mean, it was hard to take, but I think I've acclimatised to it a little bit now. But it is hard, but a lot of sportsmen have to stop through injury. I'm not the only one, and there'll be many sportsmen after me, whatever sport they do, and it's part and parcel.
Josh, when Jamie rang you and said, I've got to quit, how was he?
He was okay. I think enough of us had told him, like, you're at the end of the road, like, you can't punish your body any more than you've done already. So I think it was something that he was expecting, news he was expecting to get. It's kind of, he wasn't ready to retire in that sense, but the game's retired him, I'd say.
It takes time now, but delivering a challenge between the 2 runners inside the final furlong in a Tote Sport chase, and it takes time, and the centre's got a narrow lead to Ollie McGurn on the near side, coming up to the wire, and on the far side it takes time, driven away by Jamie Moore. It takes time, wins the Tote Sport chase, going away in the end to Ollie McGurn.
I hated seeing the falls, but there again, I loved watching him ride. Yeah, I think as a mum, I think I breathed a sigh of relief. But on the other hand, I do know that no sportsman wants to be forced to give up. You know, they like to do it in their own time. But anyway, I think he's had a great career, to be honest.
You just got to accept it. It's your body's dealing with quite a ridiculous job, really, and to be honest about it. And you get to a point where you can't take anymore as much as you want to. You just can't. And you have to think. Jamie has a wife and 3 children. You have to think of them. I still say now, if I was just a lone man and didn't have family as well, but I would tried my best to come back again, because I enjoyed it, and it's a hard job. It's hard on your body, the job, but it's quite easy in a lot of ways as well. You have to.
Cheers, Nico.
Most people watching this will know that, there was a point where, a lot of people thought Josh might die, effectively. And he's still with us, and he's working away now, and he's fit. But because of that and going through that experience, did that just lessen the blow slightly?
What Josh went through was terrible, but I was kind of like I said to him, I'm like a year behind him. You know, I'm older than him, but I'm a year behind him and I feel sorry for Josh. He didn't have as long a career as what I've had, so I'm obviously a lot luckier than him.
Yeah, you're not a kid, are you? I mean,
no.
Three kids. Well, you've got 3 kids.
Yeah.
You're 39, aren't you?
Yeah, I was 39 a couple of weeks ago. Yeah.
Yeah. So you've had a pretty good career. I mean, it's interesting. If you were like bringing out a book now, and you had well, no, you could so easily bring out a book. You'd have chapters in there, but there would be quite a few chapters about injuries. Goshen is going to be a big chapter. Sada Guruji is going to be a big chapter as well. So it has been an amazing career, almost getting to 1,000 winners. I imagine that is going to eat away at you, isn't it? Was it 959? Getting that close to 1,000, that's frustrating a bit. Is it or not?
Yeah, I'd love to have done it. I wanted to ride till I was 40, and then go out at Sandown at the end of the season. I love Sandown, and we do well there, and that was always the plan. But it's life, isn't it? It never goes as you plan it, really.
Let's just talk about the injuries and then get on to the fun stuff. Because you 2004, you broke vertebrae.
Yeah.
Very early on in your career, you've been riding, 2 or 3 seasons then?
Yeah.
For those who don't know and don't remember that period, what happened?
Yeah, I was 19, down at Newton Abbott. I fell off a horse called Izzard for Mr. Pipe, and that was the first big injury. But I worked out throughout my career, I've missed over 4 years through injuries, you know. So there's been a hell of a lot of injuries, and that's the thing. You're always trying to get back, and this one I just couldn't get back from. Although after 4 days at home, I was in the gym. I was doing press ups, sit ups with the neck brace on. You know, I do train. I do enjoy that sort of thing.
Yeah.
Whether I was a jockey or not, I'd probably still be doing that. But the injuries have been hard. But I've always just kicked on again as soon as when I've had my leg in a cast, and just kick on on an exercise bike just to get the blood going. I've just carried on. I used to ride with the collarbones and dislocated shoulders and go as long as you can until you couldn't ride no more.
It's funny with you Moores, because...
No, a lot of drum jockeys are like that.
No, but with the Moore family, there's, I think, a perception. Like Gary, how many times have people like me probably lazily said on telly, rock hard, bloke, rock hard, because we've seen him dash around Plumpton. He always looks like he's rock hard, and then when there have been moments where a tear needs to be shed for whatever reason, a tear is shed from Gary, and you suddenly see look, this is just he's a normal bloke who suffers like anyone else does underneath it all. And I feel the same. The reason I say that is like you have always come across to a watcher of racing like me, like a muscle man. Like, you are strong, as you say, like working out every ride 100%, and in a finish, literally no one's strong, but you still suffer injuries. You know, you are human at the end of the day. I mean, did you ever? In some ways, you must have almost thought the way you work out and stuff, you're superhuman, but you're not. You're fragile like anyone.
Yeah, I got smashed up plenty, you know, and I even see Ryan. Like, I think he's very tough. Like, he's strong and he's tough, and obviously it comes from mum and dad, you know. But there's a lot of. I used to get changed next to McCoy and Dickie Johnson, Noel Feely, Fitzy. You know, it's like they were tough lads. You know.
I want to take you back. We'll get rid of the fools quite quickly.
Yeah.
I want to take you back to August 2020, and the fall at Fontwell. And I've spoken to you this before, but it was at the time when Lucy, your missus, was, you know, going through cancer issues and had her own problems. You had a horrific fall there, and you lay in the turf. And just tell our viewers the thoughts that went through your mind because of that specific day, what was going on that day.
No, yeah, that was bad, very bad day. Basically, as soon as I hit the floor, I went pins and needles everywhere, so that scared me. But obviously, yeah, the story's been told. But I mean, Lucy had chemo that day in Brighton, so I said, look, it was either go to Chichester or Brighton Hospital. And
to the doctors who are treating you on the turf, and you know you've got things broken. You knew you'd broken your sternum, effectively.
Yeah.
You knew you got things, and you said to the doctors,
I said to take me to Brighton because Lucy will be there having a treatment, and I just wanted her to know that I was okay. So I remember the doctors. I know the roads quite well, and I was half directing them a bit from the back of the ambulance, telling them the quicker ways because there's traffic on the A27 and stuff. So I was going to try and go that way, and I was lying there flat on my back. I think I was puking up as well, but I was trying to. Yeah, the doctors and nurses have been brilliant for me over the years. I've got to know a hell of a lot of them. They've been outstanding.
Okay, let's talk about fun things. Horses, because there have been some good ones. Sada Grugy will always be the most special, I imagine, to your heart. But let's just go right back to the beginning. The pipe horses. It Takes Time, who was brilliant for you at Lingfield. Horus, brilliant at Ascot, under a terrific ride by you that day. You rode some good ones.
Yeah, the Real Bandit as well, Buena Vista. I loved it down Mr. Pipes. He put a lot of faith in me very young. And I got to sit on some fantastic horses, and I enjoyed my time down there so much. I wouldn't swap anything I'd done down there for anything. He had some very good horses, phenomenal trainer, attention to detail. There's so many things I learned there that I've carried with me my whole life, and I was surrounded by very good people down there as well that I've seen come on to be very successful people that were there when I was there. So it was definitely the right place to go as soon as I could learn to drive.
Let's see what Martin has to say.
I had some great times with Jamie, who was an exceptionally hard-working and excellent jockey and team member, who I had every confidence in. He rode lots of good winners for me, and I wish him a happy retirement.
There's Martin, and I mean, he almost had every confidence in you until he told you to go.
Yeah.
but I mean, it was, I guess, that grounding though, and riding those types of horses, and the kind of jockeys who we were mixing with down there, AP, I guess.
Well, McCoy was the main man, and Roddy Green, Tom Skoo, they were down there. Tom Malone was down there as well. He's done brilliant. And yeah, it's just, I mean, yeah, when you see him, McCoy and Dickie Johnson rode for Mr. Pipe a lot as well. It's just real good time.
After Pipes, you came back here and you carried on the career. Sada Grugy, the horse that in many ways you will be remembered for as a rider. Champion Chase, Tingle Creek, Clarence House. The difference between going from Martin back to Dad, is it a totally different regime, or is it quite similar in lots of ways?
Both very good trainers, and they've both trained a lot of winners. We rode our horses slightly differently to the way Mr. Pipe was, but you had to climb suit the way you ride them to every horse's needs. And I made plenty of mistakes for Dad, made plenty for Mr. Pipe, I've made plenty for other trainers, but I'd like to think there's a lot of things I got right with a lot of horses as well, that tactically riding them. But you just try and suit the horse really.
Sada Grugy is your horse. The guard of honour when you won the Champion Chase. I mean, that will be something you'll never forget, won't it?
No, definitely, and I appreciate all the lads that came out. Sire, he died back in August, and that was as hard a thing as I've had to take. What he meant to me, you can't describe as he was as a horse, but then his afterlife as well. Like he was so special to me, and it kills me not seeing him every day. He was magic to me. I thought the world of him. Yeah. It's upsetting me talking about him. Like just for what he did for my kids as well. I'm more upset about him than retiring. Like he was just magic to me. I can't describe it. Yeah.
If you can't describe him because it's almost too much, describe the feeling of winging fences on him. Yeah,
when he won the Clarence House Chase, he was just everything was on a long stride, and he just kept doing it and doing it. Even the Champion Chase, I was going around and everything was effortless. I remember talking to Ruben Walsh at the top of the hill and said, should I sit or should I go? Because I was that confident in him I was going to get there. And usually I'd be the type of rider that I'd probably go there too soon. But I remember saying to Ruby at the top of the hill, should I stay or go? So now special tiara might not come back, so crack on, you know. So I kicked him in the belly and I got a good run around the inner. Yeah, he was just so good, so tough, you know, so tough. Yeah.
And there was a great story with the owners as well, wasn't it? There was the whole package with this horse.
Yeah. It was good, a little family, the Preston family. They were very lucky. It was their first horse, and yeah, it was obviously brilliant. Dad had a champion chase winner, but the horse, just what he meant to me, it's undescribable. It really is. Yeah.
You also won the Scottish National with Alco, Mountainous in the Welsh National. It's sort of a horse almost people forget.
Yeah. Mr. Lee and then Kerry Lee after that, they were fantastic for me throughout my career from halfway onwards, I suppose. Very good trainers. Mountainous was a great day. It was just a slog that day, wasn't it? Typical Welsh National. Jumped well, and yeah, that was a good day. And Alco was brilliant for Peter Bowen as well, because Peter he was very good to me through a little stage of my career. And Alco he went around the Scottish National and won it easily. Yeah.
People always talk about the weighing room. I wouldn't know who actually your mates were in the weighing room. Who were the lads that you are gonna from today miss every day? If any of them, maybe none of them. I don't know.
No, do you know what? Like I'd like to think I was mates with all of them. You know, they were just such good people in there. I'd plenty of rows in there. There was plenty of rows, but it was always done straight away, though. You know.
I guess AP was someone though you would have looked up to, perhaps more than most. Let's have a very quick word with him.
Just want to wish you all the best, Jay. Be an absolute pleasure being mates with you. I'm sure we'll see plenty of you around. And I'm just glad that you're retiring in one piece, and not only your mum and dad will be pleased that you're out in one piece, but I think a lot of us are. So enjoy the next few days, and we shall see you soon. Take care, buddy.
And I thought that was crucial, mum and dad. I mean, how do you think they feel?
They'd be relieved, you know. They'd be relieved. But yeah, to be honest though, I know it's all horses now, but I think my dad's and mum as well has instilled the work ethic that we just like to do things our best. And if my dad set up a building company and we were builders, we just do things our best. And this is just a job at the end of the day, you know. But we've met some fantastic people on the way.
Let's finish on a bit more fun though. There must have been some good stories along the way. I'll start you off. Tell the story of why you went to Vegas with AP McCoy.
I got a stick ban.
So you got banned for the whip.
Yeah.
And McCoy said, if I win the Gold Cup on synchronised, I'll take you to Vegas.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, very kindly.
And all sorts went on, apparently.
Apparently so, yeah.
Someone got married and all?
Yeah, one of my mates, he's a tattoo artist in Brighton, and he met the love of his life out there.
But stories along the way?
Yeah, I mean, there's so many. I mean, I remember driving to... I was on my way to Chepstow one day. I was going up the M23, and I was with Eamon Dashty. He's actually a good dentist now. I was going up the M23, and we passed Jamie Goldstein, and we just gone jump in the back. So we pulled over. I think at Hicksted Services or something like that. Goldie jumped in the back, and he started having a nice kip, having a sleep. And then someone rung me, and I said, yeah, I got 3 at Chepstow. Well, Jamie at the back has just rose up. What? I'm riding at Towcester. I thought, you best get out here then. So we panicked for a minute. I dropped him off on the M25, and he was still on the M25. The police came and they tried to move him on, but he said, no, I'm meant to be going to Towcester Racecourse. And I think got a lift with, Di Grizel or someone picked him up in the end. But yeah, I thought that was absolutely brilliant. And we went back in the West Country, going racing with Paul Flynn and Roddy Green, Tom Skoo every day. There's always plenty of stuff going. The most fun was probably going to the races and from the races. And there's good laughs everywhere in the rain, with Matty Batch around as well. Stuff you probably can't say too much, because when we used to you'd have 10 naked lads in a sauna. It probably not allowed to do
Enough
that
said.
nowadays. Yeah,
No.
yeah.
Nassalam going for the Grand National. I mean, I don't know how you'll feel if Nassalam wins the National under Caelan Quinn. Delighted on one hand, smashing the wall up with another, and Salva looks like an absolute machine.
Yes, Salva looks very good. Quite surprised really. He wasn't over expensive. He was only 25,000 euros, and he won very well at Warwick first from out. And I thought then, like this lad is quite good. And then he does love the real soft ground. The same as Nassalam, you know. It's soft ground's what they really want. But they're both hopefully get there in one piece, and the ground's soft, and they'll give a good account of themselves, possibly in the Triumph and the National, you know.
Well, it's been lovely to speak to you, Jamie. I'm pleased you're healthy, etc. I'd love to still see you riding because I just thought you were brilliant. But I hope I can give you the biggest compliment that anyone can give you, is that every punter watching this right now, when they might hate you as a jockey.
Yeah, I say
they might hate you as a jockey, but they also know that when they see you ride, you are giving it 100%, and they know that if they back something against you in a finish, the chances are you're just going to haul yours over the line in front of them. You as strong as anyone's seen. And for me, for every jockey, the ultimate compliment is that every punter wanted you on their side. And I hope that you will go away after this conversation and think to yourself, yeah, actually, I've achieved a lot, and I was a punter's friend. So good luck for the future, and whatever that holds, mixing it obviously with Josh and Gary training. Let's hope it all goes well.
Thank you very
Cheers,
much.
Jamie.
Cheers.